Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Design Hacks with the Simplified Designer. And we have a very special guest today. I am Meg, I'm your community manager, but joining us today is Aditya from India, one of Simplified's official graphic designers who creates some of the beautiful templates that you guys get to use. So thank you so much for being here with us, Aditya.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Meg.
So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we will get started here. Simplified is one app for all of your marketing. So we're not just building an awesome product, but we're actually building a space for creatives around the globe to be able to do more with less. Today, we'll be answering a few questions. So the first is, how can I design faster? The second is, how can I use AI for design? And then the third is, we're actually going to learn some design hacks from our resident designer, like 3D designs, how to do that cool head pop out, and then some glow effects as well. So I want to start with one of our brand new videos, and this is just going to give us a brief overview of Simplified's designer. Can you guys hear the audio?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Because we have already professionally designed templates. So you can just go in, swap out the images with either stock images that match your branding or your own images from maybe your Google Drive, or if you want to upload those from your local drive. It's just a much quicker process. We also have a magic resize button. When you're designing, you can click on that magic wand icon, and it will actually bring you to our custom resize button. So you can resize your designs for all the different platforms. So if you create an awesome graphic for Instagram, in one click, you can make that into a Facebook post as well. So you're able to help your content go further. Then we also have a one-click crop image tool, where when you click on crop image, it brings up this menu over here. So you can choose from commonly used crop ratios, or you can clip your images into shapes in just a click. We also have our one-click animate button. So you can use any of our design templates and transform them into videos in a single click just by clicking animate and then choosing a preset. And then our replace image button, it actually does save just so much time in the design process, wherein you can select any image on a template and click on replace image. And there you can choose and search from millions of different images, as well as videos. If you wanted to swap out an image in a template for a video, you can do that in a single click as well. One of our huge community wins, which I know some of you guys were a part of, is our custom resize. So as I mentioned before, you can resize any of your templates into 30 different formats in just one move. And you can also take any of our design templates and resize it into a custom size if you have specific dimensions that you're working with. And then we have the first ever AI-powered creative assistant, only on Simplified, where you can actually generate posts in seconds using our AI assistant. So I'm going to show you how that works. Let's go ahead and design something. So when you log into your Simplified account, you can start off by clicking this AI assistant. Today, I'm going to show you the AI designer. So you'll just click on design now, and that brings you to our settings, social media quotes. And this is an awesome way to save a ton of time when you're designing. Today, we're going to see how our AI can actually design for us. So we'll start with one of our community members' use cases, which is a credit repair firm. So we're going to put motivation for credit repair, and then let's go ahead and put in some related keywords, and then we'll click on generate. And here we'll see what Loki, our AI assistant, is going to come up with. So we have a few quotes here, and we're going to go ahead and generate some more. All right, so these are some great inspirational quotes, and I'll just highlight them, and you see the little yellow box. I think that those are going to go with my brand. And now let's go ahead and see what we can generate. We'll click on the big yellow Generate Creatives button, and now the AI is going to actually design for us. Okay. So here the AI has come up with a couple of different art boards for us that we can just edit really quickly, and then we can go ahead and be ready to post them on our social media. So here I might change the spacing, and then I'm probably going to change this background image. The background image right now, it says, if not now, then when. So that's what the AI picked up, which, I mean, it makes sense, but let's go ahead and swap that out. So I'm just going to select the image, and then I'll click on my one-click replace image button. And then here I'm going to search for credit repair. And I can also use this drop-down menu here to search from our different libraries. But let's go with this one. And in one click, it just dropped it right into that template for me. Now I can move this back. And I'm ready to post that on my social. So that's a really quick time-saving way where you can use AI to be able to create some creative. Now we are going to learn some more design hacks. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Aditya. A flawless transition. Great job. Great job. Here we go.
Let's start with one of my favorite effect, head pop out effect. So first, you have to go to media and choose any image you want to try this effect on. I'm using this one. So the first step is to go to crop and now go to clipping shapes. I'm choosing circle. You can choose any of the shapes which are clipping shapes which are available here. And I've chosen the circle. After, we have to adjust a bit so that we can create this kind of effect. And okay. You could have done is you could have duplicated. So now we are going to remove the background. How to minimize it here. So background is removed, and now we have to go to crop and remove the negative space and crop it into the half. Now the next step is to make both images into sync. We have to adjust both the images. So zoom it a bit and group it and zoom it and check it if it's on sync or not. So I think we are done here. It's a head pop out effect. Next, we are gonna create this 3D kind of effect.
This one is highly requested.
Okay. So I'm going to use this on this one. Go to text, add heading text, and choose one of the bold. You can go with Rubik or achieve a black font. Don't use handwriting or calligraphy fonts here because they don't let you do this kind of effect. Now, I type yoga, change color, and make it big. Now take image and remove background. Okay. Now we have to remove the negative space. Okay. So place it in front of the letter or the text you want to create a 3D effect. I want to go on O and duplicate or clone it from here and make them on sync. So after that, after duplicating and making both the images in sync, you have to send one of the image backwards, send to back. And now you have to crop. So that's how you do that. You just have to duplicate the image after removing the background and have to crop the front image, which is like this. You have to make it in sync.
That's so cool. I'm about to use that all the time.
One tip, if you don't try to group both the images, if you try to group both the images, that's it's gonna make a single image. So ungroup them and send them backwards. Now let's move on to this one, glow effect. Okay, so this is me, happy, smiling. Let's crop that, crop a bit.
Live your moment.
Yeah. So try to keep your image in the center, because of the background remover, my this side is looking weird, so I'm keeping it right side. So now go to filters and apply grayscale. And you now you can change the background, whatever your brand color is, or whatever the color you want to give the background. Mine is purple. And now select image and open advanced panel and go to drop shadow. So drop shadow only allows you to either this side or this side. So how you gonna create that kind of stroke that it's been on this one. So let's see. First change the color to white and make the 0 and bring it down to the one side is done, glowing. And now duplicate it. And now keep distance -4. Now it's done on both of the sides. Just like this one. So that's how you create glowing effect.
Some of our community members dropped their brands in a post earlier, and we chose one that was about credit repair. So let's see what these effects would look like on maybe a template for credit repair.
So this was the carousel for the community member. And how we can create these effects on your carousels, or you can use those effects on your carousel. So we're going to see that we can create glow effect on this credit card. I'm going to go to top shadow. Now duplicate it, Control D, or you can clone it from here. And now do the other side, -5. And we are done. So it's glow effect on credit card, and here we can use head pop out effect. Go to crop, clipping shapes. Let's use this one. Okay, yeah. Oops, we are missing one step. Duplicate it first, and now
we learned.
Go to this one and adjust it a bit. Okay. So now use the duplicate image and remove background. So yeah, now remove the extra space or negative space and crop into half. And now you just have to adjust it. It's very easy. It's done. Yep. Zoom it
That looks
and
awesome.
check
Look at her.
it.
She's just forgotten about her low credit score. Her credit is prepared. Look at the look on her face. She's ready. So there are a few pro tips for you from our Simplified designer. But what I would love to hear is if you want to go ahead and drop in the chat some of your questions so that we can just see if we have answers. We could, we might not. The other fun thing that we can do is, because Simplified is always building with you and for you, if you want to drop some of your template design requests in the chat, we can actually get our professional graphic designers to be able to create some designs specifically for your brand or your niche. So go ahead and drop that in the chat as well. Or if you want to ask a question, you can always unmute yourself as well. Real estate houses in the desert areas like Phoenix. So real estate, we have a ton of real estate templates. So if you just search our template library, maybe we can show them that. Let's see how to search the template library to be able to find some templates for your niche. We're going to start off on our dashboard and you'll click on design templates. And then here in the search bar, you can actually type in your different niche. So let's do real estate. And we'll click show all templates. So there are a ton of templates for real estate that you can go ahead and customize for your different areas. If you have actual pictures of your listing, you could do that, but let's just select a template. And then what I would do here is, if you have certain brand colors, I would just change each of these to red by clicking on this color palette. And then I could either type in the actual red of my brand colors, like the hex code for it, or if I wanted to just try like a freehand, I could do that as well. So I would change that to red and change some of these other design elements as well. Then I would come over to media. I mean, this looks like amazing. Or if you had your product listings, you could go to my assets and you could upload your own assets there to be able to put your actual listing photos there. And then here I would probably crop this into a square so that it fits my template. And then I'll just click apply crop. Not sure what happened there. I must have clicked something. And then I'll go ahead and just adjust that. Now I'm ready to go. Another one for a book promo. Let's start and go to dashboard and click on design templates. And then let's see if we have anything for books. Okay, we've got a logo for a book. We've got keep your life organized. Let's try writing. Okay, so look, I would probably do something like this. And then let's say that I want to resize that. So I like this template, but I actually want to use it for Facebook instead. So I'll click that magic wand. And then here I'm going to just type in Facebook. And I have a Facebook feed ad, a carousel ad, or a post. Let's go ahead and do post. And then I'll zoom out here, select everything on the template and just adjust it to be able to fit my new format. Great. And then, you know, I would move a few other things around, but I won't bore you with that. But I can bring things to the front. Beautiful. Let's say that we started a new project and it's an Instagram post designed from scratch by clicking on media, and then let's go to Arizona. Okay, so I want a very serious desert vibe here. So I'm going to put that as my background. And then I would layer in, let's say, a modern home or maybe house. Excellent. And then you can crop out any of the edges that don't really fit. But this could be kind of a cool way to showcase, like if I cropped this, I can still see the house. But now I can kind of tell what's happening, play around with that, and put like my background in there. And then I could put Judy, realtor at the top. Call Judy if you're selling a house, okay? There we go. Excellent. These are some of our design hacks. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was so much fun. And I hope that some of these pro tips you're going to use in your designs. And when you do, I want you to share them on our community group with the hashtag made with Simplified so that we can see and cheer you on. Thanks for joining us.